it going, everybody? Welcome back. Today we're going to do an in-depth build video based mainly on Mentat and Trooper skills with additional passives from the Planetarian, Benegeserit, and Swordmaster trees. First off, we're going to go over the weapons and armor used in the build, and second we'll showcase how the build works, as you saw in the first fight at the beginning of the video. Third, we're going to get into the skill trees and why we're running what we're running, and lastly we're going to end the video off with some fights showcasing the strength of the build. So first we're going to go over the weapons. We're running Halleck's Pick, a Disruptor Pistol, a Triple Shot Rifle, and a Disruptor SMG. If you do not have the Regis versions of these, you can run the Duraluminium. It's just going to do less damage, but essentially it's the same build regardless. Let's get into how the build works. We're running Shigawire Claw, Gravity Mine, Sentinel Turret, Suspensor Dash, Center of Mass, and Exploit Weakness, and we'll explain these later in the video. But for now, essentially you're going to want to get somebody in the grav mine, and you're going to have your turret. You can place it whenever, but you get somebody in the grav mine, turret pops as well, you pop your turret, and you can be in the grav mine too, especially against Swordmaster builds. If you're against a build such as this one, you're not going to want to be in it because you're going to drain your own shield. But essentially you shoot whoever's in the grav mine, their shield's going to break, instantly swap to your repeating rifle, and you're going to kill them because their shield's going to be gone. And when they're in the grav mine, they can't move, they can't dash, they can't do any actions except die, pretty much. It's very strong. I honestly think it's a nerf, but we will see what happens in the future. For now, this is probably the best build in the game alongside the sword build. This one's probably better though if I had to choose. Okay, now let's get into the skill trees and the details of why we run what we run. So first off, our abilities, Shigawire Claw. This is going to give us a lot of movement. If we need to get up to high places, we can do that. If someone's diving us and we need to get away, say we're in a testing station, this is our movement, right? Shigawire Claw, one of the best abilities in the game, offers movement. You can stagger people with it. With this build, we're not going to, but you can stagger people with it, say very niche scenarios, or maybe you're group fighting, blah blah blah. Next, we have the Gravity Mine. This mine is very insane. It definitely needs a nerf. They recently buffed it, I don't know why, but it drains their power when they stand in it, so it leaves their shield at 1, which is why we're running the Disruptor Pistol and the SMG. You can shoot them with either, their shield's gonna break. The turret, this ability is very insane. You can break it in one shot, but it is very glitchy. A lot of the times when you're fighting somebody, they try and shoot it, it doesn't break. That is definitely bugged, but definitely another strength to the build that's not intended for sure. It breaks in one shot, but a lot of the times people don't even know it's shooting them. When things are going down, it's very hectic in fights. People don't even know it's shooting them. You're just getting free damage, and it breaks their shield. Next, we have Suspensor Dash. This is arguably the best ability in the game. You get 5 extra dashes with this ability that doesn't use your stamina, right? And the reason I say 5 is because it uses 20% power every time you dash, so it's very risky using it against another build that also breaks shields. But against Swordmaster builds, which is what most of the people in the game run right now, it has no downside because they're trying to melee you anyways, so letting your shield go down has no downside against a sword which is trying to pierce your shield anyways. So that's very insane, having movement. There's a lot of movement tech with this too. With Shigawire Claw, you can boost yourself after you land. That was a little laggy, but you get the idea. You can fly upstairs with this ability. Let me see if I could test it on this mountainside. Essentially, you can use it up terrain and slide up the terrain. It's pretty nice. Next, we have Center of Mass. This ability gives us 20% extra body damage, so we don't even need to hit headshots. And yes, this works on shields with Disruptor Pistol. Once you break their shield, we have Exploit Weakness, which adds another 30% damage. So as soon as you break their shield, you have 50% damage shooting them with the Regis Triple Shot, which already does 358 damage per bolt, and it shoots 3 bolts. So the damage is already off the charts with these techniques, and not even to mention the passives that increase rifle damage, pistol damage, range damage, etc. that we tree into. So now that we know about the abilities and techniques and why we have them, we can get into the trees. So this is the Trooper tree. I like to focus more on the damage, the PvP side of things, before you get into these at the higher levels when you have more skill points. But essentially you want to focus mainly on the damage stuff, and Suspensor Dash, Suspensor efficiency is very good because this helps us fly when using our belt. See how much it drains? It like does nothing. Shigawire Claw is maxed out, adds a lot of movement when you max this ability. It's very insane. Mentat Tree, this is the main tree of our build. We're gonna max out the turret. It does 87 damage per shot. Insane. Range damage, you shouldn't max this out first because it only gives 3% per point, and spending 4 points on 3% isn't really worth it early on, but once you get to the higher levels, it's for sure worth it. We're gonna max out pistol damage 15%, max out rifle damage, shield overcharge, very good. Drains the enemy's power when you're spiced up by 30% extra, so you're breaking their shields even faster. Exploit weakness, we went over that, very good, one of our techniques, and you can get these at the later levels, helps with repairing armor and stuff like that. So poison capsule not using, headshot damage we tree into to get back 5%, because we're putting 1 point into it. We get 5% extra headshot damage, and that helps offset the center of mass 10% minus, but a lot of the times we're not headshotting anyways. Assassin shot, this is, I have 2 points, goes up to 15. You can get 10% up to 15 extra damage when you're shooting someone in the back, which happens a lot because people are usually running from you when you're shooting them with this build. Next, this build doesn't use a lot of points to get what you need to be successful using this build. So something that's really cool is you can tree into these abilities, and tree into these abilities, which help with your gear, like I said. But the main thing is with raiding, this ability, Source of Power, is essential to raiding with the lasgun, destroying bases. So it's really nice. You can tree into this, and then when you want to raid, you can throw this on right before you blow into a base. In the Planetarian Tree, we are treed into max vehicle repair, very mandatory ability. 35% helps out with keeping your vehicles topped off. The main thing we're here for in Planetarian is this, and here rerouting. 10% power regeneration is mandatory because we're going to be air dashing all the time, so that's going to help with our power regen. And not to mention overcharge, 40 maximum power essentially means you get 40 extra HP on your shield when you have your shield on, so this is very good too. We are using Benegeserit and Swordmaster trees for the passives. Benegeserit has health, so we're going for 1 in recovery, 1 in sun tolerance, 3 in poison tolerance, because a lot of the meta weapons have poison damage on them, like Helix Pick, all the melee users are using, and the triple shot repeating rifle does poison damage as well. So this is a super value passive to take. Self-healing, 30% healing effectiveness, works on literally anything of healing possible. Very, very good passive. Vitality, 55 extra health, self-explanatory. Swordmaster build, we start here, tree into optimize hydration. We're getting 25% stamina bonus when we're fully hydrated, paired with general conditioning, 25 max stamina, and that's going to give us 219 stamina max, which is what the Swordmasters have. Obviously with heavy armor on, which is what we have 2 pieces of heavy armor and the rest light pieces, I'll explain in a second. But you get 219, which is the same as the Swordmasters. We're gonna dodge less, but our stamina is gonna be way more, which is gonna help when we get dove with abilities such as Crippling Strike. Our stamina is very crucial in this game, having stamina, because if you run out of stamina, they're gonna kill you, right? And then lastly, we have Field Medicine. This is very good. Always popping heal kits, very good to have. For our armor choice and why we have a mix match and not all of one set, such as all heavy or all light. I know there's videos out there that say, oh, it's only worth to wear full light or full heavy. Honestly, I beg to differ. I've PvP'd so much in this game that I would like to say that I know what I'm talking about, and a lot of the things aren't just purely numbers. A lot of the times it's feel too, right? What feels good to run and keeps you out of situations such as when you get hit by crippling strike, you're gonna want your stamina, right? When you're wearing full heavy and someone hits you with crippling strike, it is very unforgiving. You dash once and your stamina bar is literally 1, and you dash again and you don't get your stamina back forever. And that ability lasts for 7 seconds. When you're running light, it's very more forgiving, and with the pincushion set, this is very crucial. It gives you light dart mitigation and heavy dart mitigation, which helps with the lack of heavy armor. And the reason why we want heavy pieces is because we're going to be shooting our gun a lot, which drops our shield, right? So someone can shoot you while your shield's down and you're going to take a lot of damage, which is why you don't want to run full light. Because if someone shoots you when you're in full light, you're dead, like, instantly. So this build helps. You get 73% armor mitigation. I think full light is like 66, and then full heavy is 77. But you're also not sacrificing your stamina. This number actually doesn't include the plus damage reductions here, so like light dart mitigation or heavy dart mitigation. It doesn't include those numbers. All this number is your armor rating. So when you put on pincushion paired with the executioners, the pincushion is crucial to keeping your armor mitigation higher when you're going against those dart damages, which is everyone shooting you with a dart gun, right? So this is perfect. Comboing the armor like this, you get good armor rating, very good armor rating, along with a pretty decent amount of stamina to keep dashing away from those sword users. And you can run this same kit in heavy or light. It's just there's gonna be downsides to either one, right? This is just how we min-maxed it. Very good build, very strong. Leaves you with a good amount of stamina. You get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dashes. I have a little bit of stamina left, and the reason that's crucial, the dash number is crucial, because you can still dash when you have full stamina. 5 dashes, and with that little bar left, you can still air dash. If you're completely out of stamina, right, you cannot air dash, which is a big problem when you get dove on melee. So that's why we're min-maxing our armor pieces the way we do. Gives us good armor mitigation while not sacrificing as much stamina to get away from Swordmaster people. And this is the part of the video where you enjoy the rest. Since that's the build, you enjoy the rest of the gameplay, and you'll see why this build is pretty broken. Hope you enjoy it.
Okay, so that's Vladimir right here. Which one are you?
Hello there.
Wait!
No, they assassinated me.